You need to hear, you need to take in, you need to really just think about these things that I'm telling you, because it took me some years to find out. There are things that men don't care about, and it's going to put you in a state of realizing and actualization to where you stop comparing yourself to other women. First of all, welcome to my channel. My name is Christina. There are 3 things in my personal opinion, just from my experience, that men do not care about. The first thing men do not care about is body type. Body type. Men do not care about body type. And I'm not running with this, okay? This stuff is true. This is where we really compete with women, is with our body. From my personal experience, I've been with men who have said, you have a nice body, you have a nice body. I usually go for this, I usually go for that. So yeah, there's preferences that men have, but it's not as like deep as women think it is. And I say this because with the way that society is right now, with the infatuation with butts and a small waist and things like that, the average guy looks at those things in a sexual manner. So if you want the male gaze, if you want for a man to be with you solely because of how you look, by all means, let body type matter to you. Body type mattering for a man, I'm just gonna let you know, like, just stop putting an emphasis on that. It's a trick that our mind is telling us, that a woman who has a certain body type is better than, or gets better treatment, or looks better, or gets more men, or whatever the case may be. That is a more sexualized term, to have a nice body. So for me, how I've solved this issue within myself on competing with other women is that I will look at someone and I will give them credit for the way that they look, and it's all subjective anyway. Like, someone having bigger thighs to me is beautiful, you know, someone having nice lips is beautiful, you know. So, and this is why body type doesn't matter to men, because there's always going to be beautiful women. There's always going to be figures that you don't see on a daily basis, that you see when you're on vacation or when you're just anywhere in the world. On social media, there's different sizes of women, and those women who have different sizes all have men. Like, they all have a type of men that prefer that with them. And so this is why I don't compete when it comes to body type with women. Like, if I'm, like I said, if I'm curious, I'll glance, and I'll give them that recognition. I'll be like, wow, she looks amazing in this outfit, and leave it at that. I don't need to feel jealousy. I don't need to feel envy. I don't need to feel anything, because who I am and like the body type that I have, I appreciate, and the person that's with me is lucky. You know, that's kind of how I look at it. If he wants to leave me for somebody else because their body type, by all means, like, you're doing me a favor. I don't need you. So you kind of just have to look at someone who has a different body type as you as just whatever is beautiful in your eyes is beautiful in your eyes. But you always have to look at yourself first and know that you're beautiful just as much as whoever it is that you're admiring. Or just don't put negative feelings behind the way that another person looks and the way that another person is in competition with you, because really we're all in competition with ourselves. The reason why we look at someone with a certain body type and we idealize them is because it's issues that we have within ourselves that are negative, that we haven't faced. If you have a man that cares about body type more than being with you, just I would just say be aware. Be aware, because it's just not gonna end well. Like, looks fade, and there's always gonna be a new trend, a new fad. Skinny women are in, thick women are in, skinny thick, like, it don't matter. So create your own beauty goals, create your own beauty within yourself. And if you're with someone and that body type that you're used to, you don't have that, that's not your problem. Like, that's their problem. They're the one who needs to face that, not you. You don't have to change yourself because they have this preference, but they chose you. Like, then don't be with me if that's what you want. If looks and body type matters more to you than who I am as a person, then we just don't need to be together, because it's just toxic. It's toxic energy. So body type, men do not care about. Men, and I'm saying good men. Good men do not care about this, okay? Number 2, personality doesn't matter is a lie. Personality does matter. Men do care about personality, because a woman's essence is what keeps a man, okay? A woman's essence is what keeps a man, okay? By essence, I mean whatever makes a woman is that uniqueness that only she can have. Who I am, my experiences in life, how I go about situations on a day-to-day, how I treat others, how I treat my family, how I treat myself, that is an essence. All of that is learned behavior from the body that you're in, the body that you're experiencing, and it all kind of shapes who you are as a person and your personality. The more you get in tune with yourself and other people, the more you realize that you are unique within yourself. And this is why I don't compare myself to people, because who I am is very, very, very unique, and I will always like treat myself and know that I'm unique. Once you have that confidence within yourself to know that you are irreplaceable, to know that you are worthy, you won't really let the judgments of a man get to you as much. And by that I mean, if you've communicated with someone, this is what you want, this is what you need, in a healthy way, and their actions aren't matching their words to be with you, then you most likely have someone that doesn't feel like your essence is irreplaceable. Saying that men don't care about personality is just not true. It's a false statement, because the essence of a woman, the essence of a particular woman, is what keeps a man around. And I'm saying this to say that I personally just feel like whoever is for you is for you. That's my experience. Like, I've been with people that I realized and looked back on, and I know that I just didn't understand them as a person, they didn't understand me as a person, and that was completely okay. It was okay that we didn't understand each other. It was okay that my personality wasn't for them. It's okay that, you know, we said some things that we shouldn't have. Everything was meant to be the way it was supposed to be. However, I will say this, anyone that I wanted to keep around in my life, I would have. And that is because when someone has an essence, you know and you feel it, and it's addicting, and you want to stay around them. So personality and a woman's essence does matter to a man. Anyone who said personality does not matter, I think that it matters above body type. And that is because we see on multiple occasions certain women that are with certain attractive men, and it's because of who they are as a person. So I'm gonna say that personality does matter. I'm gonna say that make sure that whoever you're with, that their actions are matching with their words, and that your personality is above the body type, or in unison. It doesn't matter. Make sure they go either hand in hand. He's attracted to your body, he's attracted to who you are as a person, and yeah, that's it. But if it's just body alone, let them loose, let them loose, let them loose. Okay, so the third thing that men do not care about is success. Success to each person looks different. So success to me means I'm healthy, I have a roof over my head, I'm a good person at the end of the day, I have a family, my family is healthy, my loved ones are safe. That's success to me. Yeah, success is different to each person. So a guy could be okay with someone who's a student, building her career up, and he's with her because of who she is, not because of what she can do for him. And I just feel like with men, unless it directly affects them, like for instance, you guys are paying bills together, or you guys have kids and you guys are supporting each other, unless it directly affects them, I feel like men do not care about a woman's success. And if they do and they want like a power couple or something like that, like more power to them. But I feel like there's just different events that happen in your life where success doesn't matter. Like it's always changing. We're always changing what we do, what we want to do, the different endeavors that we have, the things that we use and don't use, that we learn. And I think that men kind of push that success more on themselves than they do on the person that they're with. And in my opinion, like from my personal experience, I feel like any man who cares about your success is a little bit more feminine, because masculine men don't care about that. They don't care if you're like at the top of the top or if you just working at Walmart. They don't care. They'll still be with you regardless. So men don't care about stuff like that. Like they just don't. They're like, oh, okay, do you. They more so like the idea of you rather than the like looking into the future type with you, because men are very like short-term thinking. They don't really plan ahead. They're not very like, oh, let me prevent this from happening. Like they'll make mistakes, plenty of mistakes. Like guys are just, they're something else. So yeah, I don't feel like men care about success. I will say when it comes to these three things that men don't care about, in order to get in a mindset of like not competing with each other, we really need to just build our self-confidence and know that whoever we choose to be with is lucky to be with us, not in like a better than thou way of thinking, but more of like a I am unique. Anyone would be lucky to be with me, and whoever is attracted to me is attracted to me. I don't need to compete with anybody, because in all actuality, men don't want to compete with other men. They just don't. And I think that women put men in a position where they don't feel like they have to compete with other men. And we oftentimes like make ourselves unhappy trying to please our man and make them happy, when in reality, like it needs to be going both ways. It needs to be mutual. A man needs to make sure that he's pouring into you just as much as you're pouring into him and trying to make him happy. So I will say, like, once you have that confidence built within yourself that I don't have to compete with nobody, you know, you communicate with the partner that you're with, if you're with someone, and let them know like, hey, I know this is your body type, like, are you cool with the way that I look? Because sometimes I'd be questioning, you know. So just make sure that you're having open communication with whoever you're with or whoever you're gonna get with, and asking the right questions. And there's just a lot that goes into it. Like, men don't care about certain things, so we just need to stop competing. Let's compete with ourselves, okay? Trying to be better versions of ourselves, better people, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. Let's compete with ourselves and not trying to compare ourselves to other women, not try to, you know, like care about if a guy is into a woman because of this and that. Just worry about you, and things will fall into place, and you will meet someone who is like-minded the way that you are, and won't care about your body type first and foremost, okay? Because I mean, it does matter to some people, and that's fine. Like, have your preferences, but don't make me feel less than because I'm not what you're used to. Yeah, body type doesn't matter, personality does matter, and success does not matter to men. Okay, so body type does not matter to men. Okay, they will be with you regardless. Personality does matter. You need to have an essence to you in order for that man to be with you, in order for that man to gravitate toward you, in order for that man to like stay with you long term, you know? And then success, just do you. Any man that comes along and says, I want a woman who has this and this and this, possibly is going to use you. So your success is your success. Anyone who tries to steer you in another direction, pass, because we shouldn't be trying to control people and their successes. It's their life. They can do what they want to do. Success matters to a degree, but for the most part, it doesn't matter when it comes to someone being with you. So yeah, let's stop competing. Let's compete with ourselves. Let's open our awareness to ourselves and our need and our confidence and our love and care for humanity. And yeah, let's just stop competing, okay? So my name is Christina, and I hope that this helps. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the support.